I don't have like a particular incident. It's just in general. Basically, I've been quite lucky with like the couple relationships I've been in. They've leveled me up quite a bit.
How old are you?
Now, I'm 32.
Okay.
So, live a very luxurious like lifestyle. I can basically buy myself anything I want from like Birkin bags. I drive a really nice car, like a $200,000 car, etc. My issue is obviously I'm single right now and I've been on dating apps and I'm just having trouble. Like anytime I match with a guy, I like let them know from the start, like, hey, the bar is set high, X, Y, and Z. And that kind of turns them off. My mom basically says, don't say that right away, like go on a few dates with them. But I feel like that's just wasting time just because like my expectations, like I want to know that they're going to be met. And I just don't want to keep going on these dates and basically hide, I guess, who, like what I really expect out of these men, you know? So I don't know. It's like at some point, I feel like I'm just going to end up being alone just because, like, I have the money, I have the lifestyle. Like, I would like to move into a house and out of an apartment and, you know, get married. But it's just like I'm so picky. I kind of feel like I'm the man. Like, you know, like men that have the finances, the lifestyle, they get to pick and choose who they're going to wife. Well, I feel like I get to do that, I guess, with like the guy I'm dating, but it's just hard to even, I don't know, it's just hard to find my next relationship when I've already been leveled up this much. It's difficult.
I hear you. I hear you. Congrats on your success. Here's the problem that comes with success as a woman. Okay?
Yeah.
You're up here. Okay? Top echelon, 90% financially, let's say. Okay? Here are men. Okay? All men. You're only going to be interested in men up here with you or above. Okay?
Exactly.
So this whole pool, the majority of guys, you're not even going to look at them. Okay? So your pool of guys that you'd be interested in is much smaller. So dating's going to be difficult. It's going to be harder to find a guy for you. There is an exception to this, okay? There is one exception, okay?
Yeah.
You can date a guy down here, but only if he's really within himself as a man, okay? Maybe he works with his hands, he's a carpenter, or fucking UFC type guy, a blue collar man's man, you know, fixes stuff. That type of guy who's within himself, who can still lead a relationship in a way, right? As a man who you're still going to be attracted to because he has those manly qualities, okay?
Right.
So that's the exception. Those guys might work out. Other than that, you know, it's going to be tough because you're the pool of guys that you're going to be interested in is smaller.
Yeah. I feel like men, they prefer to basically have like that submissive girl and basically like show them the lifestyle. But when you've already been shown that, the next guy, it's a very, like you said, small percentage that's like, okay, you have a Lamborghini Urus. That's fine. I have a Rolls Royce. Let's put you in that. You know, it's a very small percent. I'm in Los Angeles, so there's money here, but there's a lot of very beautiful women. So I'm competing with all of those women and the ones that are not living like this. I feel like men like to show that, right, to a girl. Um, can I give you an example of like the last guy that I was kind of in like a 4 to 5 month thing with?
Okay.
Okay, so I met this guy on Hinge. Now, looks wise, just definitely not my type, but I was like, okay, let me roll with it. He like sent me a rose. So he's like, hey, like what do you want to do for our first date? I'm like, well, I like shopping. So he was like, okay. So we went to I think like Chanel. He bought me some shoes. I was like, okay, like that's kind of crazy. Then we had lunch. Now, for the next few months,
Shopping is crazy for
I,
first date.
I know, but I'm like at
I
this
like
point.
shopping. Okay. I would have fucking I would have blocked your ass.
Okay, well, it was him, not you. So, but anyway, for the next few months, like Obviously he liked me a lot more than I liked him, and my nickname to my girlfriends was cringe guy just because there was just something off with him. I don't know if he had like he would just kind of stare off into space and then like something would click in his head and I would be like, "Are you okay?" Like he was just off, right? But he ended up buying me like a couple $20,000 bags. He bought me a nice watch. So I'm like, okay, you're giving and giving and giving, and he's like in the construction business. So he's not like that, like he like didn't wear like nice brands. He was just like a regular guy, couldn't even believe that he could afford this stuff. Anyway, long story short, I mean, I kind of broke it off with him just because like we never got intimate, but I felt like it was coming, obviously, and I just couldn't get myself to do it. So like I met a guy who gave me a lot, but he even told me like, "Hey, after this, like I can't give you like a new car." And then I just got turned off. I'm like, "Okay, the bags and the watch is cool, but I'm used to more, more, more. And so why are you giving me all these things? You're not pressing me for sex. And then you're just going to put a halt to the gift giving and then think I'm just going to still want to be with you, you know?" It's just weird. Like he expected me to just upgrade my own car. I'm like, that's just giving dominant energy as a female. I don't want to have to upgrade my car. You should.
Bro, I made a post about this, okay, guys? The Chicago superiority rant, okay? Because people in LA and New York, I don't know, they're just not wholesome people, you know? They're so obsessed with money. It's almost disgusting. Chicago, we're wholesome, okay? Money, I'm not saying money's not important, but damn, bro. It's like you got these fucking vampires out here and shit.
I mean, I don't want to be classified as that. I do live in Los Angeles, so say what you will. It's very expensive to live here. And, you know, I have girlfriends dating young guys who have it like that, who have that lifestyle. And I know it's out there. I'm just asking when I'm on platforms like Hinge and Bumble, how do I go about like, do I give that normal guy that, you know, that chance with me, or am I just never going to be happy? And just,
Listen, that's the type of guy, okay? There's gonna be trade-offs, okay? He's gonna buy
yeah.
you a bunch of shit, but he's gonna be just a huge simp, okay? He's not gonna be a man who's gonna put you in your place. And that's what you need,
Yeah.
okay? A man to say, shut the fuck up. I'm not buying you shit. Get in the car! And you're like, oh, that's what you need.
So if I'm in the process of trying to buy a house next year, just that whole idea of me buying a house. I've had a friend own properties and she would tell me that that's like big dick energy. And the men that she dated, they never really cared about that, right? So would you say
Listen,
to,
men don't care about your money. End of the
yeah,
day,
I
okay?
know. I'm just saying, is it worth it for me to even buy a house at my age or just invest that in a different way
Whatever you
then?
want to do, okay? I'm not a financial advisor, okay?
Yeah.
Okay? But listen, you're a little materialistic. I don't like that, okay? I'm happy that for you that you got it going on, okay? I'm assuming that you worked hard to get where you're at, okay? And I'm not trying to minimize that.
Yeah, I had a career for almost 10 years. I'm
Yeah,
very
but what
proud
I'm
of
saying,
it, you know,
but
on
what I'm
top of,
saying is, okay, like life isn't just all about money, okay? I know you live in LA and it's tough,
I
okay?
get that, but like when you're used to a certain lifestyle, I want to meet someone at my equal or more. Like you said, I think that's fair.
Yeah,
I'm just saying,
go
like
get them.
I'm reading the chat, there's a lot of people judging me, and I'm not judging them on their lifestyle. I'm used to certain things, just like, for example, the Kardashians, they live an even more extravagant lifestyle. I'm not bashing them. We're all dealt a deck of cards. My question is, how do I even navigate just being this strong, financially dominant girl who's used to calling the shots when I'm being matched with men where I see a potential, but they won't even let me choose the first restaurant that we meet at? I find that strange. Like if I'm telling you I like Mastro's and you're telling me, no, we're going to go here, I'm going to unmatch you. Am I wrong? I just find it
Yes, you're
weird.
wrong. Yes, you're wrong, okay? I'm telling you, okay? If you want to meet a guy, even if a guy's got it, a guys will have it like that, trust me. And if you're coming in saying, take me out to Mastro's for the first date, unmatched. She doesn't like me. She just wants my money. That's a gold digger shit. Come meet me for coffee. See if we can hold the conversation. See if there's anything there aside from a money hungry fucking vampire.
Well, then you have people like Shera 7 saying that coffee dates are just not it for us girls. Like,
I
put a
know.
little. If
I
I'm
know.
going to Masters weekly with my girlfriends, like it's no big deal. There should be a nice date at Masters. What? My half of the bill is probably $50, if that. Like, come on.
Look, I'm so happy I'm here so I can combat this Shera 7 bullshit. Okay? Whatever the fuck it is. Okay? Thank you, Christina. Because she's out here giving the worst fucking advice, okay? And this is why guys are unmatching you and not taking you seriously. Because you're saying, if you don't take me to Mastro's, I'm worth it. Meh, meh, meh. Go get a coffee with a guy, all right? Go get a coffee. Maybe he's a billionaire. Maybe he's a millionaire. Who knows? Okay? I know guys like that who operate like that. Listen, I do okay for myself too, if I might say so myself. Okay? And if a girl comes to me and says Mastro's, I'm saying, hey, let's go grab a coffee first, see if we like each other. I'm saying maybe, but like, let's grab a cocktail first, because I don't want to spend 3 hours, 2 hours with you.
So
What if I don't even fucking like you?
So it's not just Mastros. It's just the idea of like, hey, if you're trying to court a woman and if she's saying, hey, I like Starbucks or it's Mastros or whatever it is, for the man to be like, no, we're going to do it this way from the get-go, to me puts just not a good like start
So
to
do
the
you
whole
want to ask
experience.
guys out on dates, or do you want them to ask you out?
Well, they ask me out and
Okay,
then,
so
I
that's
mean,
it.
okay.
Unless you want to say, hey, are you free at 7 o'clock Saturday? I'm taking you out to Mastro's. The sprinkle, sprinkle, and the consequences. Okay?
But am I wrong? The
Yeah, and that's
sprinkle
pretty
sprinkle
fucking
lady
good.
does make a lot of sense because a lot of the time these women, they go on these coffee dates. These men get an hour or two of our time and then ghost us or use us or try to touch us or kiss us. And it's like, I'm not going to just sit there over a $5 cup of coffee and, have the man just like take up all my time. At least like get me a plate of food. If I'm eating master's quality food almost every other day, I expect my man to start like the court
Fuck it.
process with
Fuck
me like that.
Mastro's. I cook better food than Mastro's. It's not about the price tag, hon. Okay? Come over to my place. I'll cook you a better fucking steak, guaranteed.
Well,
Guaranteed.
going to a man's house on the first, second, third
I'm
date, to
not
me,
saying
I'm
to
not
do
doing
that,
that.
okay? I'm just saying you have this warped, this LA fucking Shera 7 sprinkle sprinkle fucking brain virus. I'm trying to get through to that, okay? There's got to be some sense of normal person under there, okay? It's crazy. Go get a coffee with a guy. Fuck it. 15 to 30 minutes. In the first 20 minutes, you can tell if he's for you. You can see things about him.
Well,
You
I
can tell
might as
what's
well
going
do a
on.
FaceTime call then and save
Just do
myself
it.
the time doing my makeup and taking my
Exactly.
car out. Like, I don't need to do all that then.
Then FaceTime him.
Okay. So, yes to coffee dates and yes to FaceTimes is what you're saying.
Yes, if you see his hinge and he's like, damn, this guy looks like he's got it going on. Okay, you're gonna shoot yourself in the foot because maybe that dude has it going on. Maybe he's at your level. Maybe he's above you. Okay, who knows?
So, some of
But
these
if
men,
he's
they,
so
they,
turned off by you and your shitty attitude, your LA fucking money worshipping attitude, he's gonna be like, fuck that, bro. Fuck that. I don't know. That's how I would be. That's how I am.
I don't know. I will say that the past relationships I've been in, they did not start with a coffee date. So,
And look at you now. You're single.
yeah, but I'm not doing the most for men because I'm financially set. So,
That's cool. But you're single now. And
still young enough
start a
and
family.
single.
You gotta take this shit seriously, okay? I don't want you to become a crazy cat lady. Okay?
I mean, I don't really have that desire right now to have kids. Maybe it'll hit when I meet the right person, but right now I just don't have that.
Okay.
And I am happy with my cats. I love my 4 cats.
I just overall, I told you what time it was. Take a break from the Shiva 7 shit, okay? You got what you needed to hear out of her. Now, you don't have to go all in to her way of thinking. You can take bits and pieces, but take
Yeah.
a bits and pieces from what I told you, okay?
I will. And that's why I came on here was not to be judged, but it's my first time kind of doing this on TikTok and I've followed you for a while. I really like your dating advice, so I'm gonna obviously take it and maybe loop back in a month or two and just see how things go. I think it's important to take a different approach. I appreciate you opening my eyes up to that. Um, and who knows, maybe I will meet my forever this way.
Listen, coffee dates, it's a low, you don't have to be an hour with the guy. If you see he's not for you, my friends call me. I gotta go.
Yeah. Well, actually, I want to respond to someone, the bougie boss. You're on dating apps though. So I want to respond to that. So the first several years of me living here, I actually would go out to Beverly Hills. I would take myself out on lunches. I would try to put myself out there. Now, I'm not really big on bars and things. So I would try to just set the tone of like where I would want to meet my man, right? So no one would ever approach me. One time a guy did when I was crossing the street. It didn't really go anywhere, but I feel like in person, like I do certain activities where I could potentially meet someone, but the whole like going out to a restaurant, hoping someone would, walk up to me. I don't know if they're intimidated, but that just doesn't work. That's just my experience. So I've tried real life. I'm also out in real life. I just don't have guys ever like approaching me like that.
You want guys to approach you, stare at them, okay? And smile. You have to make it really obvious for us,
Yeah.
okay? You have to give us like awkwardly obvious signals for us to come talk to you,
Okay.
okay? Because when guys look at you, you look away. And that shows to us that you're not interested, right? What if he was going to talk to you and then you got nervous and you looked away?
Yeah.
You got to make yourself approachable.
That's my problem. I tend to just kind of keep to myself. I don't want to really look around because I kind of get nervous. Like if I do see someone looking at me, I'm just like, I don't know. I start feeling awkward.
There you go. Look and smile.
Look and smile. Okay.
Smile and
Just
wave.
like that.
Just like that. Just like that. Listen, but for real, go follow me, okay? And I want you to come back after a month or a couple weeks and we'll check in on you.
I
Okay?
will. Thank you, Al.
Overall, just stop worshiping money, okay?
Okay. Deal. Bye.
I hope we saved her, Chad. I hope we saved her.